Yo, YouTube, I got a special treat for y'all. We about to do a whole transformation. Look at that. That's crazy. He got like dreads, like little mini dreads. You about to chop all that off. Man, it's like a full transformation. Y'all don't want to miss this. Watch this. Stay tuned. Watch this. Okay. We back. Look. We chopping it off at the shears in my hand, just chopping it, you know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta cut too deep with, they got dreads and they cut them off. You just wanna cut like right when they start twisting. Just cut them off, it's gonna leave like a little mini fro. So that's what we doing, we knocked it off. He said he got tired of it, so I'm like, cool, we can chop it off. So that same thing we do on this side, same thing right here. We chopping them off, doing the whole thing. I just had to fast forward that for y'all, so y'all can see that. Okay, there it is right there. It's like a little mini afro now. It looks crazy. And I know I ain't washed it or nothing like that either. I could have, but I was only working with 25 minutes. And y'all seen the last video. If y'all ain't seen the last video, check it out. I did a haircut in 8 minutes. But for him, I only had 25 minutes. So I had to do what I had to do, you know what I'm saying? I had to get him right in that 25 minutes. So I took I cut it down, so now I got the 2-guard. I got it on my clippers. And I got it closed, and I'm about to go with the grain on it. I'm about to start in the back and just go with the grain for it, you know what I'm saying? I should have fast forward this part, but I didn't. I guess because I was already fast forwarding different parts. So I'm just going ahead and talk through it with y'all. But yeah, I like doing transformation haircuts because it's like, once you cut some dreads off or long hair off, you will notice your client gonna look like a whole different person. Just off the first chop. Just the first chop gonna make him look like a whole different person. It's crazy. Like, you be saying, you've seen the same person year after year, day after day, you know what I'm saying, after they come by so many times. And then when they chop it off, you be like, man, you look like a whole different person. You look more, you know what I'm saying, more educated. You look, you know what I'm saying, like you can land a good job, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's like it do a big difference to your image. That's why I like doing transformations. And he kept his dreads too. He put them in a little bag because he said years ago he had long dreads. He chopped them recently before he started growing these, and he said he gonna just reconnect some small dreads that I just cut off to long dreads. So I said, okay, that's cool too. But he said he gonna try to get the waves. So we still taking it down with the 2-guard on there. We taking it down, still keeping it dark. Cause like I said, he don't want it to be real low. Then he told me he had like a spot like right here. I guess it's like if you cut it down too low, it'll probably make it more visible. But I start with a 2 just so I can stay safe. So if y'all cutting long hair down, start with a 2, it'll keep everything safe. All right, there you go, right there. It's all down. I'm getting the hair off of them, cleaning them off, dusting them off, you know what I'm saying? And that's with the 2-guard. Like, you see, it's still dark. It's still dark for some waves. It ain't real low, but it's something that he can work with, you know what I'm saying? He can do something with that. So that's what we're gonna do with that. Now we better start with that back taper right quick. I'm combing the hair down, seeing where it's going, and I'm just got my wall designers and I'm going against the grain. I got them all the way open, by the way, creating my first guideline. Not ball line, why I say ball line, but my first guideline. And I'm going up, I'm not gonna go up too high. And comb it, keep that comb in your hand, remember that. And I'm just gonna flick up with it, you know what I'm saying? I'm closing it there, and I'm staying low, and I'm flicking up. I'm making that ball effect of the fade. And there we go right there. You got to see the line inside there. Now I got my 1-guard on there and I'm about to flick up. Another thing is you don't want to go too high when you're doing the tapers because once you go up a certain height, you're gonna mess it up. And this is becoming from him because, you know what I'm saying, he don't want you to mess up on this because he just came from dreads or he wants this to be A1. You know what I'm saying? This is the 2 days before Thanksgiving. So, you know, you got to have him looking right for the family. You know what I'm saying? He probably didn't tell nobody he was cutting his hair off. They gonna see him, they'll be like, he cut your hair. He cut your hair. It'll be all exciting and stuff. So you know you gotta get him right, get him in right. So we still fading it, we playing with it, got the guard off, combing it, flicking up, getting them lines out. Use them corners of your clippers too. You know what I'm saying? Just flick out everything out. Make sure everything is nice and neat. You see it is right there. That taper coming along right apart. It's coming on right. Like I said, I only had 25 minutes when I did this too. So everybody know I ain't trying to brag nothing, but you know I had to show my skills. So we flicking up, flicking up. take the guard off, cut, you know what I'm saying? Cutting and flicking up. Look how that taper coming out. Faded. And this is, like I said, he just had dreads. So you know this fade wasn't just already in there. You know what I'm saying? Like if you got a client that been coming and you can still see where his fade at, you still see where his little tape at. On this you couldn't. I had to make this up from scratch. And it's looking A1 already. You got the liners right there, you know what I'm saying? There's some Babyliss joints, some silver ones. Like I said, I love these. These one of my go-tos. These Babyliss, I mess with them. We just line it up. Do one side, then we go line up the other side, doing the same thing on this side, you know what I'm saying? We gotta keep it nice. Like I said, these clippers don't hurt at all either. I be putting these clippers on kids. I be putting them on old people. I put them on everybody, you know what I'm saying? These some good clippers right here. These ain't like them, you know what I'm saying? Like the ones that be hurting and stuff. I remember them though. I remember them days like to scar people up. We all remember them days, especially like if you a veteran barber and you watching this, you remember them days. You had those days too. All right, you about to start with that line and hit what that got to be. I'm gonna put y'all on this game with this. Man, this is the best stuff. You hit it with that lining, let it dry for like 5 minutes. By the time you put that line on there, it's gonna be. I ain't even gonna talk. I'm gonna let y'all see it. But man, use that got to be. That's some good stuff. Now you put got to be on there, you combing it. You about to start with that line, about to get them crispy. Start in the middle, work your way to the right, or whichever way you want to start off first. It don't really matter to me, you know what I'm saying? You your own thing. Like I say, just take the little tips from me, or take whatever you want to take from me, and you put it with your own arsenal or whatever, but I ain't tripping. But anyway, you starting that, you crispying that up. Now we gonna hit the sides. We gonna tap that a little bit and make that crispy as possible. Like I said, we coming from a whole dreadlock look, you know what I'm saying? Them dreads was all out there. And we cutting it all off, trying to transfer his whole life, make him like a whole different person. Now we starting with the taper, I'm balding it. I got the liners. Now I'm putting my first bald line right here. You know what I'm saying? Not going up too high. Just keep it like right out. Okay, y'all see that? He like a different person already. Got some clippers, open them up, go up. You know what I'm saying? Don't go up too high, go up to like right here with it, you know what I'm saying? Like right here. And then after that, you start to fading up a little bit, you know what I'm saying? You blending everything together. And for his, he didn't want the little curves. He want me to blend all that out. So that was cool too. That made my stuff easier, you know what I'm saying? It look better when it's all blended out. It's either or, cause like they could either get the curves with the taper, or they can just knock the whole thing out, blend the whole thing out. I like the whole thing blended out. So we got the guard on there, we flicking out, we got our comb, like I said. That comb don't leave your hand. Make sure that comb stay in your hand if you watching this. Don't let me cut you with that comb out your hand. I'm gonna get on you. But anyway, you flick out, comb, flick out, comb, you know what I'm saying? Keep combing. You wanna see the hair growing, especially like for people who just cut their hair off in there, cause now like he just had dreads. So his hair is going everywhere, so you don't know which way it's gonna go. He might have a swirl right here, a swirl right there. So that comb, it helps you, cause it's gonna guide you and let you know which way the hair going. You comb it this way, you see it ain't laying down that way, it must gotta lay down the other way. So you know what I'm saying? So that comb like your best friend, it ain't gonna never steer you wrong. We hitting that line and getting them crispy. I said my GoPro up here, but I had it down here a little bit so you really can't see it, but it's all good. Excuse me. But look at that taper on that side. And the line ain't even all that crispy right now because we're gonna hit it some more. But I just had to put that little fade on it right quick, make it look good, decent. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna always go over our work. We're gonna always do that. That's one thing we're gonna always do. Oh man. Y'all gotta excuse me. Nah, I don't know, I'm coming down with a little cold or something, I think. Anyway, we gonna line this up, keeping it dark. Line this mustache up, keeping it, you know what I'm saying, just touching it a little bit. Basically, we keeping his beard the same way where it was at. We ain't gonna really mess with it too much though. Just lining everything up. But this, I know how his beard is before, cause you know what I'm saying, cause there ain't no transformation really. It's just lining up the beard. Now we hitting it with the Barber Magic pencil right quick. You know what I'm saying? We gonna just hit that a little bit, squeeze that a little bit. Squeeze it a little bit, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to press too much. You don't want it looking caked up. You want it to look good as possible, natural as possible. We all going for that natural look. We're not going for none of that Hollywood movie stuff. We going for that going outside, hanging out, a regular, nice looking haircut, but it's just real crispy. That's all. That's what we going for. And we got that side looking good. Got that looking good. We touching a little bit. Okay, now we're gonna do the same thing that we did on that side to this side. All we doing is just the same thing. Bald it at first. Now we about to hit it the liner. Make sure that liner start in the middle, work that way to the right or the left, whichever way you want to go. We'll be going to the left in this way. So start in the middle, work your way to the left. Just tap it a little bit. Like I said, make sure you got some decent clippers. Not no clippers that hurt nobody. Just make sure they crisp, sharp. You ain't gotta dig too much. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to do that. And now, like, if you're a beginner barber, it's okay to do that now. While you still, you know what I'm saying? While you still learning. Because it's going to happen. Like, when you first starting, you getting the feel of the clippers. You don't know what you're doing. So, it's like you end up cutting them too much because you don't know the clippers. But after a while, you go get to know your clippers. It's like, you know what clippers hit and you know how to use them. You know how to make what clipper do what. Like these wall designers I got in my hand for is this. I've been using these for a minute. I got like 3 pair of these. Because every time I use one, the other one go out. I just charge it up, grab that one. And I know what these clippers do because they my personal clippers. That's what I've been using for a while now. So I know how to move with them. You know what I'm saying? I know how to groove them. Do your own thing. Like I said, this is what I do. You ain't gotta, if you use the masters, use whatever hey, that's fine with you. Use whatever make you feel comfortable to get the job done. Cause you gotta get this money, man. We getting this money. So whatever, I don't care. Whatever clippers you use, make sure you get that money. Make sure you get some good haircuts in. Make sure you do some good work. So we tapering it. You got that side good right there. It looks just like the other side now. Now we gonna hit it. And these are the same, yeah, these the Babyliss, these the silver Babyliss we hitting. I did the whole thing with these. Sometimes I switch clippers in between the haircuts, but I really didn't. I used the same liners. Cause I usually use I use the slim lines too. I mess with them. Shout out Andy's. I rock with our slim lines. I mess with them too. But we just hitting it with the Babyliss still, just touching it, making sure everything is still crispy. Okay. And here it is, the hair fibers. We're gonna touch that a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like not too much. I be telling y'all, we're not doing none of that. We're not doing that Hollywood stuff. We doing this crispy, regular, average stuff. You know what I'm saying? To make it look good. Natural as possible. Just line it up. Got it dark, got it crispy. You're getting them all the way together. Just tapping it, tapping it, tapping it. Easy. And it look good right there. You're gonna flick up, clean up the little spots that we see. That taper look nice. Nice. And look, there it is right there, the finished product. Y'all see it? Yeah. We got the lining looking good, crisp. Got the taper looking good. That taper look crazy, especially coming from where he came from. Y'all seen that he had the crazy dreads. Now he clean, that taper clean. That's crazy. And I didn't even wash his hair. Like I said, I didn't wash it at all. This is just straight clipper work. That's it. I wouldn't lie to y'all, that's it. I'm giving, hey. And this was all done in 25 minutes. And y'all can call him and ask him. I'll tag him in it. Tag his Instagram. Y'all can call me here, tell y'all he was done in 20 minutes. Hey, y'all like, comment, subscribe. I'm gonna drop another video for y'all. We're gonna keep hitting these videos, knocking out these bangers back to back. Peace out.